Welcome back, everybody, to the continuation of our Let's Play of space exploration, Krastorio 2, and AAI vehicles every now and then. So, welcome back to Yegner. I've put down the belts over here, and I've established the mines over here, and everything is coming in as we speak. We do have the occasional copper coming in on these two belts over here from this mine because it's close to the copper. But that's perfectly fine because we got the copper safety sink over here, so that will be fine. And if you take a look at the rocket, you can also see that the rocket is completely full of Vita Malang, and we are ready to go back to Novice to set it all up. In the meantime, I've also been watching this planet a bit. I've been flying around a bit. I've not seen any biters here yet. That does not mean that there are more biters to come. So, without further ado, let's fly back to Novice. On Novice, we have the Vita Malang import, and this one over here will be launch on cargo full. There we go. Off we go. Always like this one, always. There we go. This is always so much fun. Good! We have landed. The Vita Malang over here will be going into the train station. We will not be doing Vita Malang just right now. We are going to focus on something different real quick. Let's just check up this rocket real quick. So, shut up, rocket. You're way too loud. Thank you. So, I did set up this rocket over here that we order in extra meteor point defense installation, extra meteor defense installation ammo, as well as everything we need to keep our defenses up. And he should be filled up quite well. He is only missing some rocket fuel, some meteor point defense ammo. Actually, the point defense ammo we really do not need. Like this over here, not really required. But the big meteor ammo we should get in, and maybe 1,000 is too much. I want to set this up to say 500. Because then the only thing we need to put in here is the rocket fuel. And once all the rocket fuel is in, I think we can start to do the flip-flop. Good. But now, we are kind of focusing on something different today. Let me just park over here real quick. I've been noticing that, and you might have also noticed that our science was stuck. And our science was stuck because we weren't making any red circuits. And we're not making any red circuits because we were not making any of the electronic components, and we were not making any electronic components because we were completely out of plastic. Now, there is, of course, a very obvious reason why we are out of plastic all the time, and that reason is over here. That is the LDS production thingy we have over here, and this thing over here is just gobbling up all the plastic that we make in the base. And if we take a look at our plastic machine over here, it's a very basic machine, and here's the issue. It's still running on the very, very basic oil processing recipes. Actually, a lot of this part over here is still running on the basic oil processing recipes. So, I've took some time and I've rebuilt this thing over here. You might know this one from stream where we made it in our vanilla SPM base. We wanted to check out how much we get from oil processing if we put in prod mods and stuff like that. Let me just run you through this real quick. So this over here, this is basically the advanced oil processing refinery recipe. It's this one over here where we do crude oil processing, where we take 100 crude, we turn it into 70 heavy, 30 light oil, and 20 petroleum gas. That is exactly what's happening over here. We take the crude oil, we turn it into 70 heavy oil, we turn it into 30 light oil, and we turn it into 20 petroleum gas. We do have to normalize it again. We have to divide it by 100 because that was our original number over here. And then over here, we add our productivity bonus over here. And you might go like, hey, Bolt, what the fuck? 160% productivity bonus? Well, nope, it's only 60. We have to divide it by 100 again. But yes, technically, practically, if we fill it up with tier 9 prod mods, which you might never ever do, which we might, I'm not quite sure if we will ever do this, but who knows. But we do get 20 productivity bonus per pop. And that's the value we are going to be calculating with. If we have less than that, that will only mean that we will be making less extra resources, which will also only mean that we need less extra machines. But it will also mean that if we put it down with the recipe set for 160, that means that maybe at the end of the line, one or two machines will maybe not be working and will be idling. And to be perfectly honest, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. I would rather make a machine that's prepped to be handle everything that we can put into it than have a machine that we need to tweak again and again and again. Which means today we are going to make the final build of oil processing in space exploration. Good. So this over here, like I said, your basic oil processing recipe. And then over here, this is oil cracking. This is heavy into light. And this over here is light into petroleum. And heavy into light, as you all know, we turn 40 heavy oil into 30 light oil. So we take the signal over here, we multiply it by 30, and over here we divide it by 40, because that's the amount of heavy oil we need to put in. And then, of course, over here, again, the productivity bonus normalized, and then we get the light oil out, and then the light oil goes back in over here, and over here we turn the light oil into 20 petroleum. Every 30 light oil is turned into 20 petroleum, and then productivity bonus once again, and out comes the final result. If we have tier 9 prot mods in the whole chain, then for every 100 crude oil we put in, we get 225 petroleum gas out. That's pretty good. Now, some of you might also say, Bolt, you do need some recipes. You do need light oil and heavy oil for other things. Yes, I know. This one over here, as we did in the vanilla SPM base, is going to be making only petroleum gas for the things that require petroleum gas only. For things that require lubricant, we might go with the other recipes. One of the other recipes is, of course, the coal liquefaction, where we can create a lot of heavy oil out of coal. And if we need a lot of light oil, I think I might just go with coke liquefaction, just to set that up. And of course, these over here do have a bit of an extra output in terms of petroleum gas and stuff like that. Not quite sure what we're going to be doing with that yet, but for now, we're going to focus on the petroleum gas, because these two over here eat a lot of petroleum gas, and we need to fix that. Which means we are going to figure out the optimal solution for our refinery. We already did some refinery work all the way back on... Where does our radium come from? Gibble. Yes, on Gibble. And that was a bit of an impromptu session. This time around, we are going to make it a bit better. Which also means we need to find and figure out where we are getting our crude from. There we go. There's the machines. Give me some of these. Give me some of those. We don't need any mines. The only thing we need to do is to blueprint everything together and come up with the best solution that we can. And that we shall do. Also, I noticed a thing over here. Remember that we had like 2 little oil pumps or 3 little oil pumps sitting over here, pushing oil out. These are empty. There's nothing left in them. Which means we do need to pick them up soon. Good. The place for the new oil refinery, however, will be over here. This desert over here is the perfect placement for another oil refinery. Also, because we have crude oil over here, which we can just pipe in and start processing over there. And there's also a lot of space over here where we can work with. So let's get some space. There we go. Get these rocks out of the way, please. I want to have some creativity space, please. Now, interestingly enough, we do want to use the advanced beacons, and for the refineries, the advanced beacons are going to be a bit tricky, because refineries are freaking huge. We want to do crude oil processing. Yeah, one part that's very important for the calculation, and that's the thing we kind of skipped. We might do want to know how many machines do we need to craft all of this. And if we take a look at the crude oil processing over here, the recipe is once every 2 seconds. The cracking over here is once every 2 seconds, and the cracking over here is once every 2 seconds, which means all of these recipes run at the same clock speed. And that makes it so much easier for us, because if we have like one machine that turns 100 crude oil into all of its products down here, then we can see over here that we are working with 112 heavy oil. It's right over there. There we go. Right over there. 112 heavy oil per craft. Now, let's assume that we're going to do that per second. which means we're going to have a ratio of 2 machines refining oil over here, going into 112 per second, going into 6 machines of heavy oil cracking, because one machine does 20 heavy oil per second, 6 to 120. We need 112, going into 182 light oil per second, and light oil per second is over here. Every machine over here eats 15 light oil per second. We are going to put that into 212. My brain is fried. Wait a second. That is 12. Yeah, no, actually 12 is correct. 12 light oil cracking machines. So 6, 12, 2, 6, 12. That is our ratio. Now you might go like, but there's 182 over there. Yeah, so be it. I don't care. 2, 6, 12 or 1, 3, 6 feels 2, 6, 12. Let's go with 2, 6, 12. 2, 6, 12 feels like a very, very good ratio. And we might just be able to put it in a line over here. 2, 6, 12. Let's try that. So, you crank that to that. You crank that to that. Copy you away. So it's 2, 6, 12. So it's 6 of these. And we do have to think about the advanced beacon. Now, can we get the advanced beacon in here in a way that we can make 6 of these machines happy? I think we can if we really, really, really dense it up. Now, we do have the issue over here already. We can already see over here. This is going to be a bit tricky, but this could work. And then we do have to think about how to do the liquids over here. We could do something like this. And then something like this. This could work. This doesn't really matter too much. We could make a pipe like this. I mean, I usually go for undergrounds over here, like this. It doesn't really matter. It's still one pipe segment or 2 pipe segments each. So it could be fine like this. But this could work. That's a block of this. And then we need 2 more blocks of these below that. Has a dead... Wait, what did it say? A dead Dre Harry tree story. This could work. And then let's make a copy of you. And then these 2 over here, they just share their own beacon. That's fine. I like the looks of this. Mainly because it's lean. Mainly because it's lean. Let's see. Let's pull this up a bit more. Let's see. So we get light oil out over here. And we need to push the light oil back in over here. We can just do that, you know? We can just do something like this. We can't do the same thing over here. Unless we get a little bit creative with ourselves. Because we do have the pipe space over here. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, keep this pipe flowing. We do need an underground over there. We can make this even a little better if we do it like this. No, we can't. Good. Let's have a look over here. Yeah, your output over here. Okay, let's get these outputs together. This one needs to be here. We could do something like this. That'll work as well. That's all the outputs combined. That's all the liquids in. That could work. And then light oil goes into here, and then over here it's all petroleum. And let's move you down a bit more because we can. Yeah, keep this like this. And then we do the same thing over here. Sure. And then we do the same thing over here. Yeah, this could work like a charm. And then we have the main output going down over here. We do need you over there and you need over there. And suddenly this whole thing is just together like that. Wait, that was way too fast. I was not expecting this thing to just appear like this out of thin air. Let's pick you up real quick. The only thing we still need to do over here is, of course, connect up the correct pipes. But we do have one petroleum pipe over here. There we go. Done. That's the petroleum pipe. The light oil pipe over here has the same issue. And then light oil is connected. And then the only thing that's left is the heavy oil. Okay, we need to be one higher. There we go. Heavy oil into heavy, into heavy. And suddenly we've got a perfect ratio max productivity refining block. Huh. Using only 4 advanced beacons. I'm very happy with this one, actually. I did not expect it to just appear, for it just to appear like that. Okay, then we can think of something else. And one thing that is also very important in this, let's do one more calculation in here, is the pipe speeds. Is this thing also good for high speeds? Now, we put speed modules in here to make this thing over here go faster and faster and faster and faster. They will all be at the same ratio or the same clock speed, so that will be fine. So then the question we have is, what will their final crafting speed be if we imagine we have speed modules 9 over here? Then we will get an increase of 100% per module. We can fit in 15 modules over here. That's an increase of 1,500%. We only get 3/4 of that. Let's just hit that in here over here, 1,500 times 0.75. That means we get a bonus productivity of 1,125. So 1,225 times our liquid rates. And, well, we end up with a crafting speed of 12.25. Okay. 12.25. I guess that's fine. And then for you over there, it's this recipe times 50. Divided by 100 because there we go. Wow. It just adds up. I love that. So each one of these refineries eats 612.5 crude oil per second. If you remember, if you use a decent pipe and you care about your pipe lengths, 1,200 liquid units per second is what you can get through a pipe. Steel pipe is a little bit better than that. So over here, no issue. How about over here? Now, productivity bonuses does mean that we do get more liquid out of this, especially at the end. The petroleum over here at the end is going to be absolutely insane. Let's already prepare for that by doing something like this. Immediately, we're going to make the decision. Let's flip it around, actually. That we will do 2 separate output pipes over here for the petroleum. Insides, liquids, waters. We are going to need quite a lot of water. I'm not quite sure if we can do this with one single water pipe, to be perfectly honest. Each one over here needs 15 water per second. So 15 times the crafting speed of 12.25. That is ignoring the fact that we get how much reduction in our crafting speed over here if we use the number 9 over here. we do get a reduction of 150. So our actual crafting speed is 1225 minus 150. Our final crafting speed is 10.75. Good, 10.75. And then 10.75 times the amount of liquids per second, 15. Yeah, each machine over here eats 161 liquids per second. Is that also true for you? That's also true for you. And in a row, we've got 9 of them, times 9. That's 1,451 water per second. Okay. Plus whatever these need. So, water-wise, we can't go with the ground pipe. I would love to go with the ground pipe, but it's not recommended to go with the ground pipe. Each one of these blocks will get their own water input, and then it should be fine. And then we do the same over here for these. And then output-wise, liquid output-wise, I think we should be fine. Everything else in this recipe is generating less. Heavy oil is the only one that could be a bit tricky. Because technically we do make more heavy oil coming out over here. But then again, it will also be distributed upon 2 pipe systems over here. Technically, we don't need this pipe. This one over here will probably cause more issues than we like. This one goes into this fully. This one goes into this fully. And then we mix it up in the middle. The light oil then, yeah. Yeah, I do want 2 separate systems. I don't want these to be combined systems. Okay, let's do the pipes for the oils again. Because I think this will not be good. Which means I don't want to... Let's get the pipes out in the middle. I don't want to do a left and a right combination. I think that will cause more issues than we will solve. For the outside pipes, I think it's fine. But for the inside pipes, we want it to be together like this. So we could do something like this. This one will be petroleum going this way. And then we have this beacon over here in a way. If we move the beacon down by 1, then we have the same issue, but only on the top. Then we still have the same issue. I mean, we could do it like this. This will be fine. There we go. You go like that, you go like that, you go on the outside. That's all of you dealt with. And then we try to do the same over here. Combine these 2. Now we have this issue over here. No problem, actually. We don't need to be that greedy for space. Just move it down by 1. And move you up by 1. There we go. There we go. Same thing over here. There we go. And then these 2. And then we get the same combination over here. Could you not place it, please? There we go. Good. And then that will be 1 petroleum output. And let's move you also down by 1 more. There we go. Because then we can copy over the whole thing in the middle. That will be the second output over here. And then the light oil over here. This one will be connected, as well as this one will also be connected. Because we can. And then everybody gets their own liquid input for water. Or every block, or every half block, or third block gets their own liquid water input. And then we should be golden. Good. I will have to think about the water calculation a little bit more, but this looks fine. Oh yeah, one more thing. Now we need to do this thing over here again. So let's maybe start off with the heavy. The heavy should be the easiest. Heavy goes in over there, and goes over there, and then it's just go into here, go into there. We're done. Light will be a bit more complicated. do it like this, do it like that. You go into there, you go into there, and then we're done. And then now comes the really complicated part, the petroleum gas. We can't really put more pipes in over here. Everything over here is full. The only thing we could do is... Oh, that was a bit much. Pull the petroleum all the way to the end, like this. Ah, too bad there's this pipe in the way. But yeah, we're gonna pull it all the way to the end. All the way. There we go. There we go. All the way to the end, and then we are going to mix it up at the end over here. Which means you hook up like this. And you hook up like that. And then from this point on, we have like an output over here and an output over there. And that will be our petroleum outputs. Good. Sure. Oh, this looks lovely. This is going to be great. And you know what's even better? You can already see why I did it like this. Because now we have a block, like a full block, which you can just do like this, this. We can just keep pushing them next to each other. And then we can put it into a train over there or something like that. This over here is going to be absolutely amazeballs. I'm very much looking forward to this one. Not quite sure if we're actually going to do it like this over here. And the more I think about it, actually, you know what? No. Let's do it like this. Let's go a bit further down. We do need some space for an oil train over here. So, sure. And then there will be some kind of oil train going over here. Unloading oil. Pushing stuff up. We do have to keep in mind that we do want to feed water in here in multiple ways. But you know what? That will be a thing I'll look at later on. Yeah, we do need some extra space over here for the extra water pipes. But then we're close to the water over here. There will be a train over here with a station that brings in crude oil. And then over here, there will be a train station that takes petroleum gas out. Which also means that at some point in time, we're going to be wrecking this place over here entirely. And some of you have already commented upon it, that this over here, the mainline extension over here is a bit, well... impromptu, let's call it like that. And I guess we're going to extend the main line down here all the way. And then we're probably also going to make a mainline split off over here. And then the mainline split off over here is mainly going into the refinery over there. Good. So, lots of things to do. Lots of things to look forward to. I've got yet another lot of stuff to do in the background, which I will be doing right now. But if you do like what you see, please do leave a like, a follow, a comment, a subscription. Every one of those actions does help me out in growing this YouTube channel to something bloody amazing. And it is growing really, really nice. We're only about 60 subscribers away from 1,000. I would love to see 1,000 subscribers on this channel. Because then I can shut up until we had hit like 10,000. But it would mean the world to me if you would hit that subscribe button. You can also find me on twitch.tv/BoldViking, where I do even more Factorio, Rimworld, GTFO, and they are billions. Though they are billions, we're about to complete it. Not much left, only I think maybe 2 or 3 more streams, and then we have finished that game as well. And without further ado, I wish you all an amazing evening, and until next time, see you around!